check out this view. Oh yeah. Welcome back to Dash for Adventure. Today, we're going to this really cool, eclectic place in downtown Chattanooga. Welcome to Chattanooga Sculpture Fields. Check out these art pieces. So this park originated as property owned by the Montagues, and this is Montague Park. In 1911, Mary Thayer Montague donated 49 acres to the city of Chattanooga to be used as a park. Look at these amazing sculptures. This structure was designed by Jason Kimes and is titled After Bathsheba. Again, I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that right, but this is polished stainless steel. Look at this. You can almost see yourself in it. Hi. Wow. So back to the origin story. In 1940, the park fell to misuse. It wasn't being used as a park. People weren't coming here, and local construction companies started using it as a construction landfill. And it became what they call a brownfield, a place that just needed EPA cleanup. So from 1940 through the early 2000s, the park was just a landfill and nobody would come here. This almost looks like a playground.
This is an Anchor Community Project. Anchored together, we are Chattanooga Strong. This is a time capsule that's buried beneath here. It was buried December 5th of 2015, and it is to be opened December 5th, 2115.
Wow, cool. And this giant sculpture here, if you're a Chattanoogan, or if you're military, this should really hit home. This sculpture is a tribute honoring the 5 military service members who laid down their lives in service to their community, their brothers in arms, and to their country in an attack on July 16th, 2015, right here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Dedicated to Gunnery Sergeant Thomas J. Sullivan, USMC, Staff Sergeant David A. Wyatt, USMC, Sergeant Carson A. Holmquist, USMC, Lance Corporal Squire K.P. Skip Wells, USMC, Logistics Specialist 2nd Class Randall S. Smith, USN. It looks like they need to replace their flag in honor. When we replace our flag at home, we always take the torn and tethered stars and stripes and donate it to our local Cub Scouts, Girl Scouts, so that they can learn how to properly dispose of a flag. It's a great way to pay it forward and continue the education. Some of these sculptures don't have plaques. We downloaded the audio app, but even the audio app doesn't have placeholders for everything. And this one right here, I'm not sure what the name of this one is, but it definitely reminds me of the Beverly Hillbillies. I loved that show when I was a kid. The sculpture is by Austin Collins.
Austin Collins. Lime green wedding cake. It was built in 2017.
Wow. Ruth Migdal, an American, from 1932. This is called Red Tree, built in 2016. Check out that bird enjoying this sculpture. This sculpture is by Mark Shoemake and is titled Chartres. It was built in 2006. So after this park fell into misuse and became the construction landfill, John Henry, a renowned sculpture artist that moved to Chattanooga, he had rented a property or purchased a property near here and started developing his sculpture art here next door to this. And he envisioned bringing this park back to life as a sculpture garden in honor of Mary Thayer Montague. And he did just that. Look at this sculpture hidden in the woods by Roger Halligan, titled Wed God. It was built in 2014. Look at the glass.
The name of this sculpture is Express, and it was installed in 2001.
This takes me back to 1981, 1982, when MTV first went on the air. These are parts of a show they have every spring. It's a light show they have. They're either setting it up or tearing it down. We'll have to find out.
This sculpture is the River City Queen. It was placed here in 2012.
This looks like something you would find in a Star Wars movie. Mark de Suvero, titled Swizzle, installed in 2005. While there was a lot of negotiations and working with the city and even a 40-year lease and all the backroom negotiations to bring this park back to life, John Henry and his wife Pamela resurrected Montague Park, and it opened in 2016 with sculptures and art from all over the world. This is the largest sculpture garden in the southeast United States.
Verena Baxter is the artist, American, 1950. The name of this sculpture is Captain Merkel's Ramming Dragon. It was placed here in 2015. It is stainless steel painted aluminum.
It's got wheels. Maybe it rolls. Some of these sculptures don't have plaques, so we don't know who the artist is or what the name of this piece is, but it's absolutely beautiful. My head feels like that sometimes. Wow. My grandfather was a iron worker. And whenever I think about him and what he did for a living, I think about this type of iron. He didn't build art, although there is one piece of art he created when I was a child that I remember. It was concrete and iron, but he built towers. At one point, he was in the Guinness Book of World Records for having built one of the largest communication towers in the United States. Sure do miss him. Well, that is definitely interesting. That looks like a giant paper clip. And that piece was developed by Carl Billingsley, and it's called the Keystone. It's called the Keystone of Space. It was placed in 2013.
This glorious red piece of sculpture is called Red Alert. It was placed here in 2015. It is painted steel. The artist is an American born in 1952. His name is Gary Kalak.
You know, we're not supposed to climb on the sculptures. It's a good thing, because I sure would like to climb up there and see the world from a giant red chair.
I wonder if there's a bird's nest up there.
Ooh. Would you like to have that job? Clearing bird nests off of sculptures? This sculpture reminds me of 50s and 60s architecture. It's granite and steel. And it's called, let's go over here and see. And it's called the Cross of Stellus by Harmat Stello. Placed here in 2005.
This fine piece of art was placed here in 1993. The name of this piece is Star Center. It was built by an American artist born in 1934, and her name is Linda Howard.
I love how the light dances inside the lines. This is an interesting piece right here.
There's no plaque.
There's no plaque, but you know, it reminds me of a trebuchet.
Reminds me of a pumpkin chunker. What is a trebuchet?
A trebuchet is what they used to be called in medieval times, and they used a trebuchet design to build the modern pumpkin chunkers.
I was right.
You are correct.
But you learn something new every day. I guess that's the technical name.
Look at the sculpture field sign. Isn't that cool? As they say in YouTube, there's the thumbnail.
Woohoo!
Now look in the camera like, shock.
No. That's the thumbnail. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Stay right there. It's the Vanna White move. This piece of art, or sculpture, as you may say, was placed here in 2007. The name of this is called Duke. It was placed here by an American artist that was born in 1969. His name was John Clement.
Looks very organic to be still. Look at that. That is absolutely beautiful, magical how they created that.
This fine piece of art was placed here in 2004. The name of the artist is Roger Cullenbeck. He's an American artist born in 1961, and the name of this sculpture is Some Waters Spark Stone.
Looks like a giant Viking ship. Be a beautiful day to be out on the water.
Yes, it would.
You think that thing has enough displacement to float?
Nope.
You don't think so? I don't think it would float either. Any boat lovers out there, tell me if this has enough displacement. I don't think so.
The artist's name is Albert Paley. He's an American artist born in 1944. The name of this sculpture is Envious Composure. It was placed here in 2012. Look at the colors on it.
Now we're traipsing through the high grass to show you the grand finale. One of the most unique structures here. And it's simple and elegant. This is called Best for Last. And this sculpture was by John Henry himself. You can see this sculpture from all over as you approach Montague Park from downtown. And there's a similar structure just like this at Chattanooga State, at the entrance of Chattanooga State College here in Chattanooga. An absolutely beautiful structure. If you're ever in Chattanooga, make sure you check out Montague Park, especially if you like sculptures. I've lived here most of my life, and this is the first time I've ever been here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and watching some of our quirky videos. Hopefully you'll enjoy some of these places we visit. And if you get a chance, we hope you'll come visit some of them too. We'll catch you guys in the next one. We hope to see you in the comments.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Goodbye.